Chapter 6. The Snowdrop the Same. Langhorne. 'Tis not thine, with flaunting beauty, to attract the roving sight. Nature from her varied wardrobe chose thy vest of purest white. Perhaps Wyatt should have had more than a nip or two of brandy with his toast and eggs, after all. Standing before a long-winded vicar and waiting to say "I do" wasn't as easy as men had always made it appear. That was probably another reason his father had always told him to put off marriage for as long as he could. Why would a young and healthy man, who had everything he could possibly want, put himself through this? Only a few people were in attendance, but enough. The children were sitting on the same chairs in the same place and looking just as stiff as when he'd first seen them a couple of days ago. An elderly couple and a widow who were neighbours of Miss Hale, the solicitors, and the governess and housekeeper were also present. Nonetheless, despite feeling a lingering resentment for what he was having to do and why, Wyatt was managing. Yesterday, when papers filled with questions and answers were flying back and forth between Paddleton and the inn where he was staying, he had his doubts the wedding would take place. Luckily, Epworth had already been in touch with Miss Hale's barrister, and they both arrived in plenty of time to finalise preparation of all the documents. It was very businesslike, as he had wanted. He hadn't seen Miss Hale since he'd let himself out the back door of her house to allow her to deal with Mr. Mainwaring however she thought best. It had helped settle some of Wyatt's own misgivings about the hasty wedding, when she walked into the drawing-room looking more like a beautiful angel with 3 cherubs flanking her than a nervous, reluctant bride. She wore a long-sleeved, simple but elegant ivory dress, and carried a small bouquet of dried wildflowers in her hand. More flowers had been woven into her dark blonde hair like a crown. He couldn't say she looked happy. No doubt he didn't either. What could he expect? Neither of them wanted to marry, but both were being forced by circumstances beyond their power to change. Not a situation Wyatt wanted to ever be in again. Now that the actual ceremony was taking place, he found it incongruous that he was wishing Miss Hale looked a little